Amparo Garden Beach Resort in Samal Island. It's a beautiful resort that we stayed at for 2 nights and for the weekend. So far, here are my thoughts. First off, how to get here. Getting to Samal Island is pretty easy for us Dabawenyos because we just live across the Gulf. Less than 20 minutes ferry ride and we're already at Samal Island. From the wharf to the resort, though, it's a bit of a challenge because it's pretty far, about 30 minutes max, probably around 20 minimum, depending on your mode of transportation. If you have a car, then it's faster, but if you need to commute, it's gonna take you about 20 minutes. To get here, if you commute, you can charter a tricycle. It would be good if you contact somebody ahead of time if you're able to do that. I'm gonna post a number on the details below so that you can have a contact person in Samal Island. That person's name's Will. Hi! Are you excited?
Yes.
Where are you going?
Dagat.
Dagat?
Yes.
What's Dagat?
Beach.
Beach. So, Will charged us 250 pesos for one way, and I think it's already reasonable because considering that he wouldn't have any passengers going back to the main part of the island, so that part's good. Once we arrived, there weren't really a lot of people at the entrance because it's a bit of a hike, but it's understandable considering that we are further into Samal Island. So we had to hike down a little bit, like around less than 5 minutes, so it's pretty easy. Once we got to reception, we already had reservations, so it was good. Unfortunately, we arrived a little, not really a little, but way too early. So we had to wait around 3 hours before we could check into our room. But that's still okay because we were able to enjoy the view and there are a lot of shady places like this one. It's very pretty. We were actually asked to stay at the pavilion, which was designated for overnight guests who couldn't get into the room yet. The place is very pretty, very homey, comfortable. They have a lot of sitting areas. It's very green here and I can actually hear a lot of birds. Up there are, I don't know, 3-4 birds just chirping around and that's really good. The boardwalk is pretty and if you want to get a suntan, you can just stay there probably for a good 30 minutes and you'll be burned already. So beware of the tropical sun, especially here. I always say that Samal Island has endless summer because it's almost always sunny here. Probably when there's a tropical storm going on, it gets a little windy, but still. Actually, right now, there's a tropical storm in the Visayas, but it's really sunny here, as you can see. The food here is not really that stellar, but regular. They can do better than that, actually. And they're, I think, reasonably priced. And they have big servings, so that's good. Now the rooms are very comfortable. We stayed at one of their native houses, which is air conditioning and a private bathroom. But they also have smaller ones, the native huts, which are not air conditioned and you won't be able to use, well, you don't have a private bathroom there, but I think that's okay because the bathroom for the native huts are pretty close, like just right next building. They have a bigger building where they have the deluxe rooms and the penthouse. There is a boardwalk room. I think that's the only one with a beach view, but it's concrete. Yeah, so it really defeats the purpose of, having a tropical vacation because I would really much prefer staying in a hut, just like a bahay kubo, the traditional Filipino dwelling. Our hut or house looks really cute and it's made of bamboo. The beds actually are made of bamboo and very comfortable. It has satellite TV and a very clean bathroom, thankfully. Let's talk about the playground. They have a really cute playground. It's not that big, but there's a slide and swing and a little wall for climbing. It's really good. My kid enjoyed it. I'm sure other kids would really love it though. But what they can probably improve on would be to put, a little shade on that part because it's good if it's afternoon, but in the morning kids cannot really play on it because the slide gets too hot for comfort. And the water here is really clear. I don't know what they did with it, but somehow it's not, you don't really get to see a lot of waves coming in. I think they did something with the perimeter. If you see the blue ones in the background, I'm not sure if you can see it though. The water's really clear and there are a lot of fishes, big, small fishes. So I think it's a sign that the water here is really good and there's a lot of food sources. It's not really smooth. The sand is not smooth, but there are a lot of pebbles and corals. But I don't think it's really painful for the feet. But I would suggest that when you go swimming, you have footwear on. What I really love about the resort though are the people because they're very accommodating. Well, Filipinos are always accommodating. But I really find it heartwarming to see their staff just smile at my baby because not everybody loves kids, right? I really like it that they go out of their way to serve you and ask you if you need anything. And it would be good if you come here during the summer and have a good time. So stay tuned for our next reviews. We're gonna have a lot of reviews for different resorts here in Samal Island. See ya!